What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Good afternoon, and welcome to your middle of the day market update, in which we'll talk about the market. We'll talk about what to expect. We'll talk about news, because we do have some news that I think is worth it to talk about. We'll talk about the expectations for today, which today, a Friday like this can be very volatile, so you need to know about that and you need to be prepared. I'll tell you whether I think the market will stay bullish. I'll tell you the cryptos I bought. I tell you, and like I said, but we already talked about that, the cryptos I think that are best to trade. So let's get right into it. So to start off with the news, then we'll talk a little bit about Bitcoin, and then we'll talk about altcoins. But to start off with the news, ETF inflows right now are pretty damn good. If you look at the last couple of days, so basically this week, we've seen, I believe this is $1 million. No, I'm actually not sure. Is this in? No, this is in Bitcoin. But no, we saw thousands of Bitcoin in net inflows. We had a bit of a sell-off the 14th by Grayscale again. But even Grayscale saw some inflows in the last 2 days. And I expect positive results for today as well. So that's good. Then apart from that, obviously don't forget about the CPI and the inflation rate data from last week, Wednesday. Fundamentally, that's positive as well. And then we also got some major news by Chainlink. They completed a pilot to accelerate fund tokenization with JP Morgan, Templeton, BNY Mellon. So Link gained quite a lot because of that, and you can see that right here. Still bullish. This can actually, if this breaks above 16.75, it can rally much higher. But apart from that, what you can also see is that RWA projects, real world assets, which have to do with tokenization, are doing very well. So leading the pack are Token, Pendle, Ondo, PolyX, all doing great. All right, so that's, before we talk about Bitcoin, those are the main cryptos I think you need to keep an eye on. All right, so I personally bought Token. That's doing relatively well. I bought it around 10 cents, but it's nowhere yet. And I also hold a lot of Ondo, which also had a massive bullish breakout. Those are, in my eyes, the two main RWA projects. There's more, definitely look that up. But those, I do think those are the main ones to focus on. But don't fully dismiss the others yet. And then when we talk about Bitcoin today, we had a relatively positive start with also a relatively bearish Bitcoin dominance. But ultimately, we're waiting for a breakout. All right, I think Bitcoin is still bullish. We've got some spot buying coming in starting yesterday evening. We have momentum that's going up. That's mainly the bullish things about that. But apart from that, the momentum gain we saw over the course of the last couple of days was very, very bullish. The volume we saw over the last couple of days was also bullish. So I am still bullish on Bitcoin. Now, does that mean that I will stay bullish? Not necessarily. All right, a lot of things can change. And like I said, this Fridays usually are quite difficult to predict. It's the end of the week. What sometimes happens is that institutions, big companies, big traders, ahead of the weekend, sell their positions. All right, now I don't know whether those whales or those institutions are long or short, but that does mean that we can still reverse quite a lot. So what I would wait for is either the Bitcoin dominance to fall down, then altcoins can actually rally quite a lot, or for this level right here, around 66,600 or 67,000 to break. If we break above that, 69.70 is next, and then I do think that we actually have a relatively bullish market. Because so far, I think this can still turn into a bull trap, where if we break down below 64,000, for example, we can turn quite bearish. So be careful for that. But all right, lastly, main cryptos to trade right now. Like I said, RWA related cryptos like Link, like Ondo, like Token are good to trade. A lot of volume there, a lot of volatility. But apart from that, you can also see, if you look at this list right here, Cardano was showing some momentum, Near was showing some momentum, Dogecoin was showing some momentum. And apart from that, I do think you need to watch Bitcoin, right? Because if you look at some other cryptos like Hedera or Sei or Celestia or Injective, they're all very much waiting for some sort of a sense of direction. And the one crypto that can give that sense of direction is obviously Bitcoin. All right, so that's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.